In this video, we are going to create a purchase assistant. We are going to create a SQLite database with a recycler view as well. This is the example in the previous exercise. We have done the recycler view. Then we want to add the database in this system. Okay, let's say the user want to click Milo here. We can add the quantity. For example, let's say I'm going to buy 4 items. Yeah, add cart, add it successfully. Then we can see into the database by clicking view cart. So our data will be saved in the last of the list here. So this is our data just created. Okay, let us discuss in detail how to develop this application. So now we are going to start by editing the previous application. Okay, if you remember, this is the previous lecture, which is the recycle view. Okay, and then you can add the Java class. Yeah, and this Java class will represent our SQLite database. Okay, let's say for example, I give a name a database like this. Okay, and okay, let's say I make it class, only class database, and so this class will extend the SQLite open helper. So you can add the extend here. This one. So you can click this one. Yeah. Implement the method. So there are two methods, on create and on upgrade. So click OK like this. Add the object. Yeah. Here is a database name. You can type the data private static binary string database. This is your database name. For example, my database. .db. And you need to create the table name. For example, is a purchase item. And the ID here is the column, yeah, first column. Then we can add the name, yeah, as the item, price, yeah, and the fourth column is the quantity. So in our table we have 4 columns, yeah, which consists of ID, item, price, and quantity. Next, we have to create the constructor. Yeah, you can click this one. Okay, here you can select one of them here. For example, you can see here our constructor has many of parameters. Here we are going to remove all of them. Yeah, we are going to keep just this contact, so the rest will be removed. This. Then we are going to add the database name. Okay, and this is the factory. Here is a null, and the version, let's say, equal to 1. Okay. Okay, we can declare the database here, SQLite. Okay, as the variable and the object is db. Yeah. Okay, on create function, in this function we can type the query here. For example, we can type this is the create table. Okay, and plus table name plus, and follow with the ID. Yeah, plus the ID is integer. Okay, integer, and it will be primary. And followed by name and the text, yeah, as a string. Okay, keep price, it is a floating number. Okay, so I can type real, comma here, and lastly is quantity. It is integer value. Okay, then you need to call the database, yeah, db.execute, and the query. Okay, here you can type db dot execute SQL. Next, you need to create a function, which is add the data. So here you need to declare the parameter. There are three value, yeah, must be declared. First is a string item, comma, float price, comma, integer quantity. Okay, so we can call the SQLite database. db equal to this dot table. you can add the data. You can call the content value dot put and follow by the name, yeah, key name, comma, item. So let me copy this one. This is price. Quantity. Okay. Okay, this is. And we need to put the condition, yeah. If result equal to -1 means that the query is a fail. So you can type, you can pop up a message, yeah. For example, you can put toast here, and this is the, for example, show else means successful, yeah, can be saved into the database. So you can. Okay, back to the second activity. Okay, here we are going to add the edit text and also the button. Yeah, we want to add the button. Okay, this is our layout. We have edit the layout from the previous one. We have add the quantity, yeah, which is a text view, and we also add the edit text here, and we add the two button. Okay, let us go to the Java file, yeah, second activity. Okay, so let me check here in the database. Any something wrong? Here is a create table. Okay, space, yeah. What else here? Semicolon. Okay, so we can see here we have modified the layout. We add the quantity and two button. Yeah. So now we go to the second activity, the Java. Okay, we have to declare those object. Yeah. First is edit text, which is quantity, and also the button. Okay, the button here is let's say I declare the object is a btn, comma, display underscore btn. Okay, then we need to link between Java file and the layout. Quantity equal to id text find view by id r dot id dot edit text 2. Okay, you can check, yeah, you can check it in the layout here. So edit text 2. How about this button? Yeah, this is button. Okay, back to the second activity again. Next is btn, yeah, equal to button find view by id r dot id dot button, semicolon. So we need to set on click listener to this button. So we can declare a btn dot set on click listener new. Here we can call the database. Okay, database. This is the file. Yeah, this database equal to, let's say for example, m database. This is the variable. You can change based on your preference. New database. Okay, and this is the, you can call the class second the Java file second activity dot this. Okay, then you can call the function inside the database. We are going to call this one, add data. In order to call this function, so you can type the m database dot add data, and we need to pass the data, to this function. Okay, the first data is data 1. If you look at the data 1, it is an item name, comma. Data 2, data 2 is the price, but in the data 2, this is the float number. We need to save it as a float number, so you can type float dot value of, and this is data 2. So we are going to save the data 2 as a float number into the database, same as in the for the quantity, the quantity. So we need to convert it into integer. So we can call integer dot value of, this is the quantity dot get text dot toString. Okay, why we call it like this? So because we just add the quantity in this Java file, so whatever the user type in the edit text under quantity, so we want to receive the data, get text dot toString, then we convert it into integer. So this parameter will be passed into this function add data under database. Okay, we can check the string value here. You have to update this value, because we are going to save this value as a floating number. Okay, then you can run this application. Okay, suppose like this. Okay, when the user select these items, for example, so we set the quantity to add cart, added successfully. Okay, in order to check the into the our database, you can right click here. Okay, device file explore, double click like this, select the data here, select the data again, data, and okay, find this one, com.example.recycle view. Okay, this is our database here. Before you save as, you need to synchronize in order to update, and then you save this one. Let's say save it into desktop like this. Okay, done. In order to open the data in your database, you can use a DB. You can click here, DB browser. Okay, DB browser SQLite, you can download it. Yeah, so here you can open the database. Yeah, let's say desktop, this is the table. Okay, and you can click browse here. This is your table, purchase item. Okay, click browse data. So you can see your data. This one just now you added, yeah, shampoo, and the quantity is 2. Okay, means you have successfully added the data into the database. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. See you next video.